For parents, sending your child off to kindergarten is a rite of passage, but did you know it's not mandatory?
Tonight, we're asking if that should change. Eric Fink is live in studio with the story.
Donna Michelle, a recent K-12 education survey puts Idaho 47th in the nation. Mandatory kindergarten legislation hasn't been debated here in the Gem State since 2006. Some parents and teachers argue it's time to require a basic principle of early education. When you think of kindergarten, you think of something like this. Innocent kids learning how to read, share, and play with others. But did you know all of this could one day be gone? Idaho does not require kindergarten. That fact leaves Crystal McFarland, the director for TLC for Tots, a Nampa daycare and preschool, baffled.
There is value in this. The educators see it, the parents see it, the children show it in what they do just on a daily basis, how they interact with other kids. And to skip that, it's a horrible thing.
The state sets aside roughly $50 million a year for kindergarten, but that number could shrink. In 2011, the legislature voted down Emmett Representative Steve Thane's bill that would have slashed the kindergarten budget by more than half. The lawmaker says if the state requires kindergarten, it overshadows a decision that should be left up to parents.
The state doesn't have to tell parents that their role is important. If someone thinks that's the case, I think it's a slap in the face to parents.
But McFarland says a majority of the parents she encounters plan to enroll their child in the kindergarten classroom. She knows no kindergarten mandate is a plus for business.
Obviously, for us, if they would eliminate kindergarten financially, we would have students for another year. But that's not what early childhood education is about. It's about what's best for the children.
Idaho ranks so low in education as it is. By skipping kindergarten, they're not going to have the foundation that they need for first grade, second grade, third grade, so on. They're going to be continuing trying to play catch up.
Scott Johnstone is the principal of Meridian's Andrus Elementary. This year, this former first grade teacher implemented a full-day kindergarten for Andrus students.
Watching them progress throughout the year, it's amazing what they're able to do. We see them knowing how to rhyme, identify and producing rhyme, blending sounds, or even reading.
Susan Compass is living her dream. She's called her kindergarten class home for almost a decade. Compass says a child entering school for the first time in first grade means he or she will always play from behind.
We have kids who have never had an experience in school before. How can you not be ready to be successful in first grade if you didn't have to come to school the previous year? I think we're sending the wrong message to our parents.
Representative Thane doesn't advocate skipping kindergarten, just skipping a legislative requirement.
There's two ways to get people to do something positive. One is to mandate, and the other is to persuade. I am fully in favor of persuasion. And so I tell parents that early childhood education is critically important, and they have a critical role in it.
Whether you're for or against mandatory kindergarten, one thing all parents, teachers, and state lawmakers can agree on: early learning is key for the future of our children. The Idaho Department of Education says the legislature remains fully committed to funding half-day kindergarten. At Andrus, Principal Scott Johnstone is confident there will be more than enough students enrolled next August to continue the full-day kindergarten program for a second straight year. Live tonight in studio, Eric Fink, Today's 6 News.
Coming up on Today's 6 Live at 10, giving out your email or